This is the third time I had to record this section because I keep looking down and the camera's off. And I'm not going to do that to you guys again, so I'm going to attempt to start over where I know I left off. The CFS remains within the central nervous system, maintaining its normal functions and properties throughout the mummification process. And if your liquid is your consciousness, the thing that takes in, the thing that information imprints on, if it imprint on water and solid, then essentially, it came out better the last 2 times. Okay, maybe it's a sign to move on. Yeah, I'm gonna end that one there for now. I need to move to the. Okay. This next one is just a thought I had that led me to a concept I hold on to now. Petrified wood. The idea of an energy or life that would be able to burrow inside petrified wood and would be able to make it to where they could control the petrified wood is essentially it's which made me remember it after I had thought of that. I thought of Pinocchio, the Disney movie. A solid piece of wood and something coming within it to animate it. Okay, and the animation word stuck out to me. And this next part, everybody, this is where my newfound idea of origin for all of humanity is based on. This is my truth. Okay, and this is so zoom out with me. Or wait, no, zoom in. Okay, look at your reproductive systems. Okay, you have a sperm that swims to an egg, goes inside within the egg, and then life is grown, right? Life is able to be. Now zoom out. You have a planet, and you have a comet carrying some form of frozen liquid, frozen conscious liquid, okay? It's a, I'm not sure if it's ionized or if it's, I've recently heard the term, maybe crystalline water or crystal, I don't know. It's liquid that can conduct electricity, okay? And one other quick one, the idea came to me that if there's only certain liquids that can change states of matter, okay? It's not all liquid. It's only certain ones. And what if like human consciousness is one of those liquids? Like if we are like the H2O, okay? And then imagine animal consciousness. What if animal consciousness is ammonia? Or no, wait, insects. And I think insects I linked to like ammonia. Because ammonia has the 3 phases too. And you know, there's a handful of them. There's only a handful. And it made me think of the handful of different kinds of consciousness we have here. You know, you have the earth, you have the plant life, you have the mammal life, you have the marine life, you have the human life. And none of us are able to intercommunicate with each other. None of us are able to communicate within inner liquid. Like, and so it made me put 2 and 2 together and think, well, maybe our human consciousness is just one form, one of these liquids. And the other consciousness we encounter along our way are just the other fucking form. Sorry, forgive the cussing. Another type of liquid that can change states of matter. Okay, that was an idea. I don't know. We'll see. So if you, who knows what it was? It could have been DNA. It could have been microorganisms that can survive deep space. I mean, it had to have been something that can survive deep space. And it flew here, and it landed on the Earth. Okay. So you have egg is to sperm as Earth is to comet. Okay. in that big vast void that you are, somewhere within there, that little consciousness, that little earth you hold inside of you, which I think is our like ovaries, our eggs. And one day it goes on a journey, and then one day it's inseminated, and then through the liquid consciousness, which is the sperm, and the solid foundation, the perfect conditions for that sperm to thrive and survive, the earth, the egg. It's liquid consciousness meeting a solid that has the the things it needs in order to thrive and survive. The perfect conditions. The egg is the perfect conditions for the sperm to survive, and the earth was the perfect conditions for this liquid consciousness to survive, okay? And that's a Bible reference for you right there. God taking the rib from Adam to make Eve. God just took the elements that it made to take Adam and sorry, I did it again. Took the elements it took to make Adam and manifested the perfect conditions for Adam's micro liquid consciousness to reproduce. For it to be shot out into the space, searching and hoping to find an egg one day. God created the perfect conditions for the liquid consciousness of Adam to survive through giving him Eve, okay? Eve is a representation of the solid, the earth, the egg. And to me, the male is the representation of the liquid consciousness, which we all hold the liquid consciousness inside of us. It's not that men have it and women don't, because we're a combination of a male and female, just because it took a male and a female to create you. So why would you think that just because your body chose one of them, which obviously we have to, there's rare conditions where your body doesn't and chooses both or none. But for the most of us, your body chooses one or the other. So just because there's a choice made, why should that make you think that the other one is just X'd out? Like, those chromosomes are still inside of you somewhere. You don't, you are both. You are the combination of both. So you have the liquid consciousness inside of you through your CFS that's constantly reproducing. And did you know that the CFS actually removes waste from the brain? Your brain actually produces its own individual source of waste. And where does waste come from? Waste comes from taking in energy, putting it through your processor, and excreting the waste. Hello, life. Your brain is its own small form of its own isolated life. They are on a solid. The firmament, the firmament, we're supposedly surrounded by this giant glass dome, right? And there's supposedly liquid on the outside of us. We're in the brain. And once we break that, then the liquid consciousness would flow in. The cerebral fluid would flow in. We're held there in the solid under the liquid, under a liquid that's able to remain a liquid inside of a solid object under certain pressure and temperature. I mean, I'm going back to that. I need to stick to the... Okay, so... To me, that shows me that everything that happens on the outside of us can be explained because of what happens on the internal side of us. We are the consciousness that is on the outside of this internal universe. And we control what vibes go in. We control the vibes through the thoughts. We control the vibes through the intentions, through our heart,